In the small village of Deir Yassin, on a crisp April morning in 1948, over 100 Palestinians were massacred in what many historians see as a pivotal and dark chapter of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This event, often overlooked in mainstream narratives, encapsulates the depth of the struggles faced by Palestinians under Israeli policies. The story of Deir Yassin is just one of many hidden beneath the surface of a long and complex conflict. It serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of political strife. The term Palestinian genocide is controversial and evokes strong responses. It is used here to underscore the severe impact of Israeli policies on Palestinian lives through military actions, restrictions on movement, access to resources, and the ongoing settlement expansions. By exploring these untold stories, this essay aims to provide a deeper understanding of the humanitarian issues at play, rather than to adjudicate political or territorial disputes. Each story shared in this essay is a stitch in the vast tapestry of Palestinian experiences woven through decades of conflict. These stories highlight not only the resilience and suffering of the Palestinian people, but also the urgent need for a comprehensive and fair resolution that acknowledges their plight. The roots of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict trace back to the early 20th century, marked first by the Balfour Declaration in 1917, which supported establishing a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. This period was characterized by mass migrations and demographic shifts, significantly altering the landscape of the region. By the time the British Mandate ended in 1948, the stage was set for a clash of nationalistic ambitions. Following the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, the State of Israel was established, leading to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians in what is known to Arabs as the Nakba, or catastrophe. This event is central to the Palestinian collective memory and identity, symbolizing the beginning of a struggle for statehood and return. In contrast, for Israelis, it marks the creation of a sovereign state after millennia of persecution. The subsequent decades were marked by several wars, uprisings, and intermittent peace processes that have shaped the current boundaries and realities of the conflict. Each event has layered new complexities onto the initial struggle, embedding the conflict deeply into the global political landscape and influencing international relations. The Six-Day War in 1967 was a transformative event in the conflict, resulting in Israel's control over the Gaza Strip, West Bank, and East Jerusalem. The occupation of these territories has been a core issue in the conflict, leading to international debates over legality and human rights. The war significantly altered the map and the dynamics of the region, embedding a military dimension into the daily lives of Palestinians. In 1987, the First Intifada erupted as a spontaneous uprising against Israeli occupation. It was marked by widespread protests and violent clashes, with images of young Palestinians throwing stones against tanks becoming symbols of resistance. This period significantly raised international awareness about the plight of Palestinians and shifted the narrative towards their struggle for national recognition. The Oslo Accords in the 1990s promised a pathway towards peace, envisaging a two-state solution. However, the assassination of Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and subsequent leadership changes on both sides stalled progress. The Second Intifada in 2000 further escalated violence, embedding deep mistrust between the parties and complicating peace efforts. Section 4. Voices from the Ground: Personal Stories. Ahmad, a resident of Gaza, recalls the fear and uncertainty during the 2014 Gaza conflict. "The nights were the hardest," he says. "You never knew if your home would be standing in the morning." His story, like many others, illustrates the personal toll of the broader political conflict, where daily survival often hinges on factors beyond one's control. In the West Bank, Layla, a Palestinian mother, struggles with the restrictions imposed by the Israeli security apparatus. "I just want my children to grow up with the freedom to move, to learn, and to dream," she shares. Her aspirations highlight the deeply personal impact of the conflict on ordinary lives, overshadowed by the high politics of the dispute. Samir, who was displaced from his home in 1948, still holds the keys to his family's house, a poignant symbol of the right of return. This key is not just metal, it's our history, our right, our hope, he explains. Stories like Samir's underscore the historical and emotional dimensions of the conflict, revealing how past events continue to resonate in the present lives of Palestinians. Section 5: Reflection and Understanding the Path Forward. The untold stories of Palestinians highlight the complex layers of the conflict that go beyond territorial disputes and political rhetoric. They necessitate a broader understanding and acknowledgement of the human aspect of this ongoing struggle. Recognizing these narratives is crucial for fostering empathy and paving the way towards a just and lasting peace. While the political solutions are negotiated at high levels, the everyday experiences of Palestinians offer invaluable insights into the realities of the conflict. These stories not only humanize the conflict, but also serve as critical reminders of the stakes involved in any peace process. Engaging with these narratives can help shift perspectives and inspire more inclusive approaches to resolving the conflict. In conclusion, reflecting on these untold stories encourages us not only to see the numbers and the politics, but to understand the human experiences behind them. As global citizens, it is essential to remain informed, empathetic, and proactive in advocating for solutions that respect the dignity and rights of all Palestinians. The path forward must be paved with both knowledge and compassion. Pray for Palestine.